Hi guys, Athena's here, and I know that I always talk to you guys about that your body is a piece of technology. Learn to navigate your avatar through this matrix, through this sophisticated video game. And a lot of people have written to me and said, I don't know what that means. And if you're familiar with your chakra system, then you may already know a lot of this information. And if you're not, I'm here to give you the secrets of your personal technology and how to operate it. Stay with me. We're going to do 101 Chakra, your personal technology. So the first thing you should know is that you have 7 chakras that reside within the body. And then you have more that are up here and higher and above and kind of outside what we would say our physical body is. But to just work with the 7 that you have been given, I think is a feat, because we have learned everything that is against these. And I think you're going to find out why. Starting with the root chakra is represented by the color red. Think red. And when you see that person in the lotus pose and you see all the colors going all the way up to the top, you see the red at the bottom. That chakra is your root chakra. The root is responsible for you wanting to stay on the planet. It gives you a connection, a cord to this planet. So you just don't fly out of here and go, I've had enough, bye, which I think 90% of us would have left a long time ago. So we are grounded by that. It's at the base of the spine, in the coccyx area, they talk about lower root chakra, grounded down into the ground. It keeps you here, and you're going to find out why. It rules everything from war, fear, survival, courage. Anytime that you are completely in fear, that lower root chakra is active. That lower root chakra, all animals have it, because it's your flight or fight or fight or flight. It's how you know, like, I'm in danger. My survival is in danger. So that is your lowest chakra. And it also rules like carnal urges, sex, eating, all those things that are like an animal would do. That's in your lower root chakra. Now, you can't deny that chakra and say, well, I don't want to be an animal and I want to rise above it. And I do suggest that you do. But that chakra keeps you alive. It keeps you here. Extremely important. It also is ruling your vitality. It's ruling your willingness to be here, to be present on the planet. And so I would never deny that root chakra. Very, very important. But as we move up, you're going to see more advancement happens. But we have to honor all the chakras. So that's your root. The next one is your sacral chakra. That's around your navel area, represented by the color orange. Love that orange. The navel, and then down below the navel, also it rules part of the genitalia and your sexual organs. It is the seat of our creation. It is where we're creative. It is where we're compassionate. It is where we have our enthusiasm, our happiness, our joy. And it is where we give life. We produce life, whether you're a male or a female. And this is why in old cultures, the female was revered, because that navel chakra, that life-giving chakra, was very developed. It is still developed, but it's kind of treated like it's a science experiment. You either have your baby or you don't, blah, blah, blah. And you know, back in ancient times, it was a miracle that all worked out and it was okay. And then moving into adulthood, like I said, your compassion, your enthusiasm, your creativity, your artistic ability, all comes from this navel sacral chakra. Your next chakra is the solar plexus. This is in the belly area. It's above the navel, but below the chest. This is represented by the color yellow. Think yellow when you need to heal your gut. Yellow is the color for that chakra. This is also your intellect, your energy, your success in life, like how you fare in life, how you're moving through life. And it's also considered a second brain. I'll tell you a little bit of a story here. So if you have gut problems, you have Crohn's disease, or you have a bit of a irritable bowel or whatever, right away, the doctor wants to give you an antidepressant. Why would they give you an antidepressant to work on the brain when your pain and your discomfort is in this solar plexus area? That's not by mistake, because they know that there are the same receptors in the gut that you have in the brain. That's where the saying comes from, my gut feeling. I went against my gut. And this is a big one for people. So if you've moved above the root, you've moved above your immediate survival, you've moved into creation, okay? And you're able to create for yourself. And that just doesn't mean children, that means just creating on the planet. And then all of a sudden we've moved into the solar plexus, and these need a lot of help. I mean, they have, certainly for past decades. All of a sudden you're in an area of your chakra system that is another brain. It can think. It has neural pathways that go talk to the brain back and forth. That's why they would give you an antidepressant to handle a gut issue. When really, if you had gone with your gut and you trust your gut, you would never need anything like that ever. So the solar plexus, yellow. Think about that. So now we have the root, the navel sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. These are the three lower chakras. And most of us can never operate past those. You get to the gut and you are so messed up. The food, the water, the stress. And ask yourself, why would it be so hard to move beyond those three? Because when I tell you when the top three and what they represent, you will understand why. Everything is designed to keep you out of the top three. And the top three are starting with the heart chakra. And I don't need to tell you that's in the chest area, and it's above the solar plexus, and it ranges throughout this chest and your actual heart. This is represented by the color green. So if you need to think green for this area. The heart chakra is everything about marriage, family, commitment, love. And this is where we get into higher workings. This is the area that if you are heartbroken, actually there's tears that happen in the heart and they don't heal very easily, that this area is disrupted. There is an energetic disruption. This is why I use biofeedback to help that disruption come back into alignment. So sad, because this is where we actually start to really care for people. After we've come out of our compassion, our survival, our creativity, all the things that make us so wonderful and unique, now we get to our heart. And if you've been betrayed, there's been a lot of lying, there's been a lot of issues that have come your way, you will have tears in that area. That area will definitely have energetic disruption. I would suspect that most of us have energetic disruption in this area. So think green to heal that. After the heart, now we move into the throat. Oh my gosh. Okay, the throat. Blue. This is where our spirituality starts to take hold. Our communication, our ability to speak, our ability to express and say so. If you can't make it past those lower chakras and your heart's already been broken, can you imagine how this could be blocked for you? So the throat also rules teeth, the neck, the jaw, okay? So all of these areas, and like I recently had upper respiratory problems from allergies and inflammatory response. Started in my gut, the mucus in my gut goes all the way up the chakras, and all of a sudden you can't speak, you can't talk, and so on and so on. And you're going to see how illness affects these power centers. This is your technology, and if you learned how to use it, be ultra powerful. Nobody wants you to know how to use it. So with the throat, like I'm talking to you right now, I'm giving you information. I'm communicating on a higher level. I'm using my throat chakra. So remember that, the throat chakra. Blue. Blue is the color that we need for that, to heal that. Think about that. If we're able to move out, we move this far up, and you can access these at any time, but they do get blocked and we get shoved down into the lower ones. Now you're coming into third eye, upper respiratory, sinus infection. That's where I was headed with that. All of a sudden, third eye is blocked. Third eye is indigo, kind of a turquoisey, bluish color. Amazing. This is where our telepathy happens. Telepathic energy. And before you poo-poo that off, anytime you picked up the phone and someone was calling you and you said, I was just going to call you. I've been thinking about you. That is our telepathy. We've been blocked from that. Can you imagine if that was wide open and I just had to go, thinking about you right now, contact me, and you did? And it does happen often, much to this dismay of the powers that be. But if you were to develop that, you wouldn't even need so much throat chakra energy because you're already at your third eye. I can already talk to you from across the world and maybe to another planet because it's developed. Not only is this telepathic, this also reduces your fear of dying. Remember that root chakra? That was fear and war and, keeps you in your survival. If you make it up to this chakra, you're not so afraid of dying because you already know that there's more, that this is a temporary state. You're just here living for a while. you're having an experience, you're operating in a play, in a movie, in a video game with other people. That third eye helps you live more focused, relating to people, sharing with people. Not a lot of that is going on right now. They have our third eye blocked. They have us in our root chakra. Can you imagine why? And then there is one more to go. The final one that resides within the body is the crown. It is in the crown of the head. It is violet, purples, plums. However you want to imagine it, I imagine it in pinks and plums and the most beautiful, like if I were to decorate my house, it would be in these gorgeous purple and plums and pinks. And this is such divine energy. This is miracle energy. This is how we actually relate to our Creator, the divine. This is how our nervous system stays intact. And this is also the place that all the teachers that came on the planet that we have studied, Jesus, Buddha, so on and so on, all of these amazing masters were operating out of mostly throat, third eye, and definitely their crown. If you get to this crown chakra, this is where miracles happen. This is where you can do healing. This is where you can defy the physicality in your world. This is where you can walk on water. We'll just leave it at that. And how do you think that these masters did that? They are operating out of their crown. So I hope this helps you to understand that's what each chakra represents. And everything that's happening around you is not really designed to support you operating out of those top three in particular, not even for you to even get to the solar plexus, which is where most people are stuck. That's why we have a lot of gut illness and ulcer, and you can feel it. You can feel when your gut doesn't feel right. And it is keeping you from getting to throat, third eye, and crown. The crown is where the miracles happen. So if you want to look more into chakras and how you can treat this piece of technology, this was given to you. This is your birthright to operate this technology correctly if you know what it means. And I hope you understand what this means now, at least what they represent and the color. I think the color helps. You know, you could think like, oh, I need yellow, I need green right now, I need blue right now, I need violet, I need purple right now. And at the end of this, stay tuned because I'm going to give you 5 minutes of biofeedback that is going to align the chakras through quantum physics, through quantum sound. These codes, I'm going to put them in to help you align your chakras. So it's Take 5 with biofeedback, 101 chakra lessons. If you already knew this, good for you. If not, pass this on to someone who doesn't know. And hopefully I explained it simply. And let's go. Here we go. Enjoy.